Greetings, everybody. Hope you're okay. Hope you're fine. It's a beautiful day here. I want to say a quick live video to see how people are doing. It is the 22nd of February, a beautiful beginning of the week, and also the beginning of the last week of February. So no matter what, we have made it in a quite negative situation. Why? Because everything has been negative, as people have been saying. Oh, lockdown rules are going down. Oh, this, I can't go there, I can't do this, I miss hugging my friends, I miss going to town. But so we have learned to become positive no matter what is going through or what is happening around there, because number one rule of being positive is never ever change your opinion or your goals because of what is going on around you, because of the circumstances. I repeat, number one rule of being positive is don't change your direction because of the circumstances. Never change your vision, your dreams, or because of the people's opinions, what is going on around you. Because if you can stay positive in a negative situation, guess what? You win, because why? You don't change, you keep going through. Change is good, but the vision has to keep you going forward, isn't it? World changes, we do change because of experiences, but we keep our vision, we keep on doing. We don't change it, but we implement it, or we're flexible. We adjust things, but we keep on going ahead. Because the moment you start thinking of doubt, worry, and fear, that's the moment you start thinking of what can go wrong, and then you let go of your purpose. So many have fallen down that route whereby they were once big and strong, and something small crept in, and they didn't look at it. They went positive, and after that became bigger and bigger, and it took their heart away. So we must guard our heart from negative feelings and thoughts, no matter where they're coming from. It could be somebody close to you, it could be something you love. We must always stay positive in a negative situation. By negative, I mean a situation which is not going your way. Because remember, every situation has a positive intent behind it, or every action has a positive intent behind it. It's negative because it's putting us down, because we don't know how to control it. So you want to be in control of your thoughts and your feelings. That is what's going to keep you positive in whatever you're going through in life. Those who go to war, they are positive. They understand everything might lose or win, but because you keep on moving forward, those are so positive. Sometimes somebody say life, the winner, it's not always one who is strong, who is fast, but sometimes those who believe they can. You don't have to be the biggest, the strongest, you don't have to be the fastest, but if you believe you can, that's what it takes. Most people who are winners are because they are having confidence, not because they're the best. Look at the world now, people who are top there, they didn't go to school, they didn't have much education, much wisdom, but because they kept on persisting, they were positive, and they moved on forward. Those are the skill of making excuses. Imagine that. The rightful rulers are all making excuses, saying, oh, I can't, this, that, and that, or because of this and that. And so they are not moving ahead with their lives. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me put the mic up a bit more. There we are. So you gotta be positive no matter what. So number one way is decide what you want to be. Decide what you want to do exactly. That way you will know what you shouldn't be doing. So if you want to have a vision, you don't have a business, then you build a business. Don't go for free stuff. Build your register your business. Find your goal. What service are you giving? What products do you want to give? How much will you charge? Who's your customer? So all of those other things that you must think of if you have a goal of starting a business. You might have a good relationship. Think of who you are, what you have to give to the relationship. Think of your weakness, your blind spots. Who can help you? Who cannot help? Who is compatible? Who has the same energy as you do? Who has a vision like you? Who has some qualities? Sometimes say that they are repel, but someone who you can have a good time with. Someone who can be good company, who is positive. Someone who has the same mindset and feelings that let's do this together. Those are the ones you want to pick. Then the rest are the ones who you don't want to pick. So you gotta stick to what you want, especially if you're looking for a relationship, because many people come and say, oh, it's me, it's me. Someone might come exactly the way you thought they are, but you wouldn't know until you find out, oh, that's not the one I was looking for, because some people hide some things you may not see because you're blinded. You'll never be blinded by the outside appearance of anything. You gotta be moved by the inward, the heart and the mind and the soul, where they are. Because the fruits never lie. What they do, their actions will show you who they are. By their fruits, by the actions, you will know who they are. But to be positive, you must know your actions and not people's actions. That was one thing you are exactly sure of what they do, so you know what to expect from people. Don't just blindly run into, some people do it, but if you blindly run into a relationship or into a contract, because they have terms which you must give, and they're them. So you think, oh, I love them, I do this for them, they'll do this for me. And then it backfires on you. And then you blame them, but no, actually it's your fault because you ran blindly into it. They have their terms and conditions. You didn't bother to read them. So once you got in there, you got stuck and you said, oh, this customer is not good, oh, it's bad, oh, this. But technically, it was you. You didn't read their terms and conditions because you're not positive. You're not sure. So being positive, you have to be sure of whatever you are getting into. Always be sure. Some people say you don't have to know everything, but always be sure of yourself. It's good to be sure. So you know exactly where you stand. So if it's an opportunity, it's a business opportunity, see where it is and jump in and learn some things you can learn. Sometimes it works out, but you don't know anything. People just meet and they're compatible. There are those cases whereby some people don't know each other, just meet and boop, they hit it off. And that's it. It's amazing. Sometimes they're there, I won't lie. But I think in those cases, the people who have the kind mindset, they kind of attract each other because they are of the same feeling, same energy. So they automatically attract each other. That's why it works, because they are of the same thought and feeling. And so likes attract like, and that's why they hit off, because why? They have the same vision and goals and they automatically merge. But others who are fighting, complaining is because chances are they're not really compatible. It's like a car, it's like a phone. You must buy the accessory which is compatible for it. Let's get a car and just buy a wheel for a car. You must look, which car is it? What make is it? What model? What is compatible with the wheels? What other accessories I need to buy for this car? If it's a lady, the shoes you're buying, you must buy the shoes which are compatible for the outfit or for the event. You just buy anything. No, people buy anything, ones who lose out. Sometimes it works, but you must buy what is compatible. If you're going for a casual party, dress casual. If you're going for a nice formal professional event, dress professional. So everything is the right accessory for that. So you gotta know exactly what it is for the situation. Every situation calls for a different action. So you gotta be positive. You gotta know what is the right action on the right reaction for the situation. Always know what is right reaction, because any action can be said, but what is the right one? So by finding out what is needed for the situation, what is the solution to the problem, to the challenge, what you need to do. If your mind is mature and responsible, your mind will give you an answer. It will tell you, do this, do that, but you have to be brave and go forward with it. If you're positive, my goodness me, you have a lot more to gain. You have a lot more peace, a lot more confidence, a lot more assertiveness, a lot more energy, because you know exactly where you're coming from, where you are going. My goodness me, that gives you power. So those are the things people are liking out there. Those who are not really positive, they have to go take that on others, because they don't have that energy, that mindset, that feeling to know about themselves, where they're coming from. So they have to go learn from others, they have to take from others. Some take it by force, some pay others. But if you're positive, you'll know exactly where you are, where you've been, where you are. This 2021. We know where you're coming from. You know what happened in the last 500 years, the world wars, the changing of powers. You know, people who created those movements, immigration, how words changed over the last 100 years. That can tell you where the world is going. So if you can look back 100 years, you can check 100 years into the future. The past reveals the future. So the past always reveals the future, because the past is a time which set the foundation for the future. Where you plant a seed is where it's going to grow. So if you look where you planted a seed, chances are that's where it's going to grow. So if you look for a place where you plant, like the chipmunks, or is it the squirrels, whenever they take the acorns, it says they plant them somewhere. So they go back to the past to see where it was planted, to find out where it is. So look at a squirrel. It plants acorns during winter, it plants acorns in different areas, and then it goes back to find them. It goes back into the past to find where the seed was planted, because that's where the harvest is going to be. If you see where the seed is being planted in this life, so you have to go back in history and say, where was this seed planted? Where were my thoughts planted? Where were this society planted? Where were these beliefs planted? Who planted them, and where are they going to germinate? And ask, who was the farmer? Who was the gardener who put the seeds in my thoughts, in my actions? Goodness me, if you understand that, you will understand a lot. If you understand where your seed was planted, where my genetics coming from, where is my genealogy coming from? Where was I planted in this life? Go back to your forefathers. You'll know exactly who you are. History is the best lesson ever, best teacher. Why? Because everything was planted in the beginning. Look at trees. Once they were seeds, you look for them, you go where they are planted. If you're going shopping, you go where it is planted. If you're going to buy something, you go where it is planted. If you're going to a town or to Market, you go where the market is planted, where it's stationed. So you go where things are planted. And that was in the past. Everything you're going to do was put in the past. Nothing you're going for was created today. Nothing you want now is created. It was created today. It was created a long time ago. It was planted a long time ago. So you're going to go where it was planted. Those who find a partner, in those cases before, they used to go to where the partner was planted and get them from there before they get into a relationship or into marriage. Before, that was the rule. That's how it was. You go to the father's home of a daughter, and then you declare your intentions, and then you see who you are, and then you take the lady and they married. And that's how it was before. But now people are going anywhere. They want to, there's no regulations. They're lost where they're planted. People are lost because they don't know where they're planted. So they're over the spot. They're everywhere, they're here and there, and they're losing out because they're following the wind. They have no roots where they were planted. So everything in life is planted, remember, because the things you buy are planted. People who dress, who buy, who go shopping, they go to where their products or services are planted. You go to the farmer, to the gardener. That's where you get your needs met or your wants met. Even those watching video, you come to this channel to see what is being watched. Tomorrow you go to my channel to see what's being watched. You're going to go where the seed is planted. So look at the past, the history, and see where everything was planted. Then you'll have a big clue about this planet. If you look back and see where everything was planted, where your race was planted, where your family was planted, where this party was planted, where this person was planted, where these beliefs were planted, where they came from, then you understand a lot more about where they are and where they're going. That will give you a path, isn't it? So always look to the past and see what. That is one way to be positive, is look to the past to know, because look at the roots. The roots are where the foundations are. So one other method of being positive is know your roots. You find out everything to myself a lot. First of all, know yourself, where you came from, where you're planted, where your forefathers and foremothers came from, your lineage. Look at your genes, where did they come from? Number two, look at people's genes, your friends, your family. Look at the things you do, the services that you use, where were they planted? That's why in the GDPR rules, in the policies, we said every company must show where they are planted. Why? Because you must know where you are. So every company must produce their results every year, because transparency, to know where you're planted. So if a company, if it's registered, it must show in its documents, its office and its telephone, where it's planted, its address, so people can know where to contact it, so people know where you're planted. If you look for customers, people don't know where you are. How will they get your products? So you must advertise and market yourself so people can know where you are planted. Where are you? Where do you operate? How can they get to you? Those who are not planted don't have customers. People have a business, but they're hiding. They don't market themselves. They're hiding behind somebody, so nobody will see you. You can plant a seed and then shine and then advertise. That's the next part, is to being positive, is advertising yourself, is getting to be known. No point of being great, hiding your talent or making excuses. Or somebody must steal it. Yes, somebody must steal it, just the way you steal others' things. You watch other people's videos, other people's products. Why can't people use yours? That's a very lame excuse. Oh, somebody must steal my idea. Yes, they will, because you are also using somebody's idea. Yeah, my clothes, I didn't make this shirt. Somebody used it, so I'm using somebody's idea. So why can't I make my own clothes? So that's a bit of greed, selfishness, whereby you want to use others' things, but you don't want others to use yours. That is what you call selfishness. Greedy people don't want the ideas to be out there. I would like to. I was like, oh no, I don't want to share. No, I think no, it wasn't really shyness. It was really ego. Now I look back and see, oh my goodness, that was ego. I was saying I was shy, but no, I was being selfish in the world. I wanted to give what I was, and I look back and be honest, like, yes, I was actually being selfish. I knew I was good at this, but I didn't help others because I thought if I help them, they're going to be good as well. I won't lie. That's the feeling I had when I was young. Most people who I know are the same. I do this, no, because if I do this, you're going to gain money. I'm like, oh. But that for me was a wake-up call. Like, yes, people know what it is selfishness, it's greediness. You don't help others, but you want others to give them yours. That's life. People want you to give. We want others to give, but we don't want to give ours. So your gifts, give them out. So learn to market your products, your services. Give it to the world. Some might steal, some might not steal. That's not your problem. Do the necessary measures. Protect your stuff, but put it out there, because the ones which are using are yours and not yours. Somebody else put them out there. When you think of the negatives, they thought of it, maybe they put a plan, but it didn't stop them. But to be positive is to get out there and don't be stopped by what might go wrong. Number one positive is, one, you got to Know who you are. You have to be clear with your goals and your decisions and say, no matter what, I'm going to change my mind. I'm not going to be moved by someone's opinion. Could be your wife, could be your husband, could be your kids. Oh, mom, I want to do this, but you gotta go that. You gotta say no. Most people feel obliged. They get, oh, it's because I love them, because they love me, I must do this for them. And then they end up letting go of their actions, their goals, because they want to please others, which is your choice. But at the end of their life, only you regret. Those who you please want to get, because they have got what they want, but you haven't got what you want. So by pleasing others, they get what they want, but you don't get what you want. So at the end, they win and you lose. If that is your theology, strategy, that's, well, we can't say, it's not for me to say what's right or wrong, but look at the consequences of what you are doing and see whether you're going to be happy at the end. Because many people at the end are regretting and said, oh, I wish I did this. I wish I didn't do that. It was study done by somebody, those who are in the elder ages, about to leave the planet, to go back home. Like, so what do you do? Oh, I regret this, I regret that, I wish I did this, I wish I did that. So my point is, never ever live with regrets. Regrets are bad, regrets are terrible. So things you cannot have, let go. Things you can do right now. I repeat, positivity is doing the things you need to do right now, not tomorrow. Don't do tomorrow's work today. Don't do today's work next week. Don't do yesterday's work next year. So don't live, because do whatever you can do now, because you will live with regrets. You might not see the value, might not see the importance of it, but once the time comes and you're like, oh, good grief, oh no, I didn't do it, and it was right in front of me. It happens whenever you see an opportunity or someone you like, you think, they're still young, probably not what I want, and then later on they blossom and they're like, oh no, he's fine, she's fine, he's amazing, they're amazing, that person is good, now they're perhaps prospering, and you left out because you are being proud. Pride will destroy you. Pride will destroy you. Pride and ego. Being shy is ego. Being proud is ego. Everything is ego. If you're not balanced, it's ego. Those who are shy are the most proud people. If you feel those who are trying to be small, to be oppressed, are also ego. Because they're pretending to be, they're not, they're pretending. So those who feel they're big or low on people, they're all egoistic. You tend to be small on people, that means you're pretending what you're not. Those who pretend to be better than others also pretending. It's ego. So both ways, you have to be just be yourself. Both ways are extremes and they are imbalances. So to be positive, you got to be balanced and say that I know myself. I don't much shy. I'm not boastful, but you're confident in yourself. You know your abilities. You know what you can do, what you're gonna do. You're also improving yourself, making you move, and you're not moved by people's opinions. Because goodness me, people will try everything. Come here, do this. And the thing is, people are just testing you. Some people don't mean it. They just want to test to see if you actually come for me. That's what most women do. They test guys to see, oh, this man do it for me. They want to see if you love them. They're, oh, honey, come this for me. They want to test you. And you think, oh, because I love her, then do it for her. But she's like, oh, do it for me. So that's a female tactic. They test guys to see if they'll do some things for them. Try this for me, something which is ridiculous, which is very hard, and they'll see if you'll do it. Some men are like, oh, it's my chance to prove myself. Maybe she'll like me for that. But no. Say no to anybody who is trying to take away your peace, your freedom, no matter how much you love them, how much they love you. Love doesn't mean you must let go of your dreams, of your goals, of life. If that's your case, that's fine. Then you can go for it. But in the end, if you regret, don't say that, oh, I meant to sound a bit, oh, that is nice. Don't say that I didn't know, it wasn't my fault. I loved her and she loved me. He loved me and he didn't give back. It was this, it was that, it was these. So this is a positive time. We are keeping on. Over at Real Academy, we do it every day at 3 p.m. We go live and keep on talking about how to be positive. If you do it once a week, it's good, but people tend to let go of everything. So if you have once a week event, then once a year event, people will come and they'll go and they won't really do much. So the thing of having one day of worship, people come and worship, and then the rest of the week they're doing nothing. People will be misled. People have distractions, things which are going in their lives. So you can't blame them for coming once a day. Because only once a week. Every day they'll do something different. So it takes them away. So here we say every day is a day to worship, to say thanks, to be grateful. That way we have no chance, no time to slip away and fall down. If you have one day to rest, that's good. If you have one day to worship, that's good. But every day counts. If you do it one day, the rest of the days you'll be totally gone. If you eat one day, the devils, you'll be starving for those who don't fast. If you sleep one day and just say, oh, this I won't sleep, they will say you're mad. So the same way of worship, those who are happy, you're not happy one day, be happy every day. If you're good today, be good every day. Don't wait for a day to be good, to be romantic, to be positive, isn't it? Does that make sense, right? I like this kind of, I'm in the middle. Here is light and dark. So I like the contrast. So this is how life is, to be honest. 1 minute we're here, 1 minute we're there. 1 minute we're here, 1 minute we're there, because we are pulled by attractions, by friends, by families, So you gotta be positive. Decide where you stand. If every day is a day, don't wait for one day to be happy, to be grateful. Your birthday is good. Oh, birthday, yeah, but it's so nice, so friendly. People come celebrate. 1 year goes, nothing happens. So don't the other days matter? I mean, is every day bad? I think that Sunday is good, the rest of the days are terrible. Yes, 1 day of rest is important. Pick one day to rest, whereby you don't. The day of rest is very important. It's a positive. Rest is positive. To be positive, you must rest on 1 day. That's coming up soon. It's called the Sabbath in the African culture. Before, a long time ago, in the old ancient civilizations, they used to have a day of rest. Quite, it's important for your body to rest. That's how you sleep at night. You can't work 24 hours, guys. You have a time to rest. That is not even a debate about resting. Until you work, you die. People overwork many hours, they die. Why? Because the body's exhausted. Don't have the energy to go for that. One of the days when you could work a long time, run long miles. In the beginning, yes, people could do that. But now, because of the atmosphere, because of lifestyle, we can't do that anymore. The key is rest is positive. So once you rest, your body gets the time to rejuvenate, brings things up again. When you rest, your body, your mind works on the goals it has. So it gives time to heal, send energy here, there, gives you ideas. But 1 day is good to rest. Have a day where you rest. That is no goal. But also understand that the policy of the Sabbath, of the theory, it is a part of day for rest, not because of religious background, but it's a day for you to rest and just say, no matter what today, I'm going to focus on one thing. And it's called about being focusing. It's very productive strategy. Is having a Sabbath is the most productive Saturday, because resting is when your body does a lot of work. At night is when you grow. When you're resting is when people grow. People grow when they rest, not when they're working. You know what? At night, in the dark, when your brain is relaxed and your brain releases melatonin, a chemical which helps you with your body, and people actually grow tall at night. In the dark is when people grow. People are resting is when people grow a lot. Now the world has been at rest and it's growing. There's been no traffic. There's been no people out there. So the world has been resting and it has grown. So we grow through the rest. It's all about the growth mindset. Once your mindset of growing, then you know rest is an important attribute for growth, for being positive. Having a day of rest is an important day. Evidence, look at the earth now. Nobody's been out there chilling. People in indoors. The earth has been resting from all the earth, from people running around, from pollution. It has grown. The grass is green and the animals are flourishing. Everything is budding. Ecosystems are resting because of the rest. People are not constantly tourism, up and down, walking down, cutting stuff, causing parties here and there, causing havoc. So the earth has rested during lockdown and has grown. At night, we grow. Just do the research and see. At night, they say midnight is when your brain is melatonin. But when you rest is when people grow. During the day, you don't grow during the day. People grow at night when they're resting. That was very long, but I'll get the article for you. So to be positive, you must rest. So if you can rest in a negative situation, when everything is in time and you are calm and you're resting, that is important. Doesn't mean you're not being lazy. I'm not saying resting by doing nothing. Resting is just taking a break, getting yourself back together. It's like a restart. If you're a driver who leaves their car running and you go park your car at night, do you leave the engine running? No, you switch it off so they can rest in the morning. Starts again. Some might die, some might not live, but you have to rest the engine. Also, you take engine off, let the car rest. That's what I tell you. Everything has an engine, needs rest. That is number one rule of mechanics, and all mechanics are modeled off the human body. The heart is the engine. So when your heart is at rest, that's different though. When your heart is at rest, that's when you're gone, but it's beating bad. You want to keep yourself in a set whereby today I'm doing no business, today I'm doing no work, it's time for my family, time for my friends. Most people who are busy, they don't have time for the family because they don't rest, so they're busy working in the business and they're not time for family, they end up losing out on the family. But those who make time for the family are happier. So you must rest from your works. The spiritual rest means rest from your business works, from your work, from your outside work to other people. 6 days you work for people, help do your business. 7 days to rest for you, for your life, your spiritual life. That is perfect. One day just to keep focus on everything. Do it every day, but one day is to say, no matter today, no business today. How many people today is just me and focusing, meditating and praying and worshiping and giving yourself that energy to come back again. Those who do it are far ahead, right? They live longer, they last longer. And then when you rest, your body gives you solutions. People think resting, oh, I'll lose money, but no, your body gives you more solutions. Your body rests, your mind is refreshed. And once you begin the week again, you are powerful. My goodness me, once you rest one day and start again the next week, you are powerful. Why? Because you've got energized, you have more energy, you have more ideas. Those who have been working the whole weekend are tired. Those who work 7 days a week are always tired. They're energetic, what's the word? It's what we have no energy. I forgot the word, but they don't have energy at all because it's all used up and there's no refreshing. They've used up their reserves. Never ever use your reserves. That's what the rule for reserves. Those who use money, those who have fuel, your reserves are the ones to protect you. So don't use your reserve energy. You have to rest, let it fill up again. To be positive is you must rest. You must rest. So one thing positive is one, know who you are. Don't be moved by people. Number two is you have to three is to rest. Find time to rest and relax. Even during war, those who are war, they take time to relax and calm and focus. And when they get it down, your mind gives you, once you focus on relaxing, your mind gives you more answers. Because when you're panicking, you override your mind's decision. You're doing things which you're best to do. But once you're resting, you're relaxing. You get more ideas, you get more solutions, you get more progress. Sometimes the best way to move forward is to go backwards and times to stop and take a breather to rest. And that is what is called being positive. So if you can rest, if you can relax in this negative situation, if you can just relax and say, okay, things out there are going bad, people are writing, people are protesting, but I can relax and rest and think of what to do next, then you have the power. Those who go sitting, screaming, writing, they giving their power to somebody else. They're giving their power to somebody else. They're shouting, giving energy to somebody else. They're not solving the problem. They're talking about the problem. Those who relax and think and get solutions to the problem are the ones who solve the problem, the ones who win. And that is the beauty of being positive in a negative situation. You always win. You win because why? You get the power, you get the energy, you get solutions. And others are complaining, oh, when I was being disloyal, I was cheating, I was stealing, I was killing. You are making moves, you're building yours. Because once you build yours, you're building a puzzle. It's growing up, it's enlarging. You're building, so you're clearing the void which you have. You're filling yourself with things. Where it was empty, fill your mind with knowledge, with wisdom. Look after your hair, look after your body, look after your body's a temple, look after your body. So by doing this, you are filling up yourself and you are being positive because you are knowing who you are, being affirmative. You are having a quantity greater than zero. All in all, it is a great day. So think about it, guys. Being positive. Number one, don't be moved by people's opinions or moves out there. Number two, you gotta rest. Number three, you gotta be assertive with what you're knowing. Don't change your mind at all and go where you are going. So five is rest. Have a Sabbath day, a day to get things out and say, today I'm out. That is why people have a holiday. It comes from the word holiday, a day which is holy. Hello. People die for holidays because they're working. Holidays when you take a time off. So don't tell me, oh, Sabbath days, oh, it's religious. No. It is a holiday. Holy and day. Holy means something sacred, sanctified for you to relax. You need a holiday once a week. You need a holiday once a week, not once in 12 months. Once a week, you must have a holiday. Rest yourself and be positive. Your resting is a sign of being positive. Once you rest in a negative situation, you are positive. You rest in a negative situation, you get ideas, the strength for you. I like this in the sun, in the out. You get positive. So hope that helps. Hope it's a great day. So when I start having more live videos during the day using this sun, I stream at night. But I'm loving this. Natural light is good. It's beautiful. I like the blend between night and dark to show you when you can move into the light, when you can move into the dark. They're both good. This is where you grow. This is where you shine. Light shines, the dark grows. All in all, hope you're good, hope you're fine. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications so you can subscribe when you're going live. We'll be live every day now during the day on Advancing Mindset. And we have our summit over at Real Academy on on Friday 2026 at 1 p.m. talking about our positive summit. I'll put your link for that so you can see you there and have fun. Otherwise, hope you're great. Hope you're fine. Have a beautiful day. Take care of yourself and be positive in a negative situation. Shalom.